He's going to get positive chunks. Defenses fear him. That's a really nice place to start on offense.
And it doesn't matter how many guys they have in the box, right? Every single week, defense is key on stopping this guy, and none of them can do it. He is so dynamic, a true game changer for this offense.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. He's dragged down to the ground, but what a play there. Scoops up the loose football and moves the chains.
It's so hard to force fumbles, and when you do, you so badly want to get them. You're crawling, you're doing whatever you can to get there as a defender, but the offense fortunate enough to cover it back up.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Here's the pressure. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays, but you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. They go to the wide receiver screen. He did not make it a stonewall on 3rd down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do you do? You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
And the coverage team down there to touch the ball. No return on this play. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense will go to work for the first time. And the heart of this team clearly rests on the offensive line. A group of maulers, David, who take pride in what they do.
Man, I think if you're a coach, you take pride. Like, it starts up front. Like, you win and lose games with physicality, and they lean on all the big fellas up front, the hog mollies, the big uglies, the most unselfish players on the field.
It's old school, man. We're in an era of college football where it's up-tempo, spread, air raid. Games are still won and lost, though, in the trenches. And because this is one of the best offensive lines in all of college football, that is a huge advantage this offense takes into each and every game.
And the Dogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Hauls it in. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
Scanning the field, it's Simpson. Dumps it off in the flat. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The chains now on 2nd and long. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Quickly complete. Still on his feet at the 45. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Quick completion on the out. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Worked it down to the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry. And the Bulldogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Finds the tight end. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Dogs kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. The inside handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. It's complete to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Flips it out on the screen. They'll run him out of bounds, but look what's on the ground. Penalty marker. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Play number 9 on this drive. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Georgia sends out the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
First job for the QB a lot of times. Look at those safeties. Is it man or is it zone? Nice job. You could tell right away. He saw it was zone, understood where to go with the football, and that's why this offense had a positive gain right away.
Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Back to pass. Here's a heat. He's going to run it. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And defensively, you've got to know this guy, man. He's got some wheels to him. He'll get outside the pocket. You can't let him outside the cage. Those ends have to do a good job of keeping contained. When you lose it, this is what happens. He can get outside, can scramble, and can get first downs.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Now the play fake. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. It's no surprise at all to find a Georgia defensive lineman wreaking havoc in the backfield.
Now, find those big, physical, aggressive dudes that can be physical enough to play the run in the SEC and then pin your ears back and go get quarterbacks. Georgia does that and finds those guys really, really often.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Missouri will have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got it. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Back to pass, it's Simpson. Flips it out in the flat. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on third down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the fourth down.
Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They've sputtered a bit early, not being able to move the football, having to punt it away each of the first 2 times they had it. Going right to work up top. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back in the 16.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in the rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
They'll run it from the gun. A sweet run gets it out to the 30-yard line, and that can really jumpstart a drive.
And I love this because you got second and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get third and manageable. Nice job getting the run. Not only a positive run, shoot, you almost got the first down. Now you're set up for good success on third down.
He'll be brought down, but it'll move the chains for Mizzou.
You don't even see quarterbacks under center very often, but when you do, and it's short yardage, you kind of know what's coming, but it didn't matter. Quarterback does a great job. Find some space, keep those feet moving, just fall forward and get that yardage, and he gets the big first down.
He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide. Executing that outright.
And the Tigers in a good spot here with second and short. They'll go back to the ground. Fights off the defender. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on third down. Looking to throw for it. Under fire. Complete to the right. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on third down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is third down conversion percentage. If you're a great third down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill third down so much in practice.
Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Pulls it in. It's Hendricks. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
And offensively, I love running these drag routes. I mean, these are the routes that, whether it's zone, whether it's man, they're so successful. It's just about seeing what the defense is doing and getting it to him in open space. Nice job. The wide receiver has some space after the catch, able to go make extra yards. Nice pitch and catch.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Power football with the run. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Ball's at the 18.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. He's got enough for a Missouri first down.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Took a shot as he threw.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Working that wide receiver screen. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. He'll go to the sneak.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Dogs getting a push in the middle and getting to the quarterback and just salivating to get at him.
And every year they find these dudes. They all look the same, just massive, big, strong, quick guys that don't like people, Reese Davis, that just love hitting people with aggressiveness. And just, it's so amazing that they find that year after year in this defensive line group.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Sometimes you need a little luck off that right upright and through. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Simpson. Flips it out to the back. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. The Bulldogs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Looking to go up top and time's running out in the half. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Under fire. And that ball's on the ground behind the line. How in the world did the offense retain possession? The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Georgia lining up to punt it away. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. To the air on 1st down. Got his man out of the backfield. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
You know, It's funny, I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game. When you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved?
Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, but if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one. And I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This coaching staff is going to have to make some halftime adjustments, but they're going to have to give an earful to their guys to come out here in the second half and start making some plays.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the fellows between the hedges in Sanford Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Tigers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Not much went right in the first half, hoping for better things as they start this third quarter.
Yeah, and we've got to put that first half behind us. This offense has proven they're better than 3 points in the first half. Now, put this drive together, build some momentum, and let's see where this game can go.
But if you're on defense, keep the pedal to the metal. Stay aggressive. Everything you did in that first half worked perfectly. Let's continue that trend here in the second half.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Gets it out fast. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. The pull and throw off the RPO. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the third downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
They kick it away on 4th down. He'll field the punt and try to get some yield. The give on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Lets it fly. Finds a man on the left. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
A 1st and 10 for this offense. Going to the running game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And you're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
Pressure coming. Got rid of it just in time.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's tackled right at the 40-yard line. That is well short of the first down, and let's see if they go for it here. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. They double their lead up to 6 here in the 3rd quarter. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they'd get him on the ground at the 20. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. To the air, it's Simpson. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's Taylor. And he'll be brought down.
There's a great saying in football. It's not the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. Well, my Jimmy's better than your Joe.
And the Dogs come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Got it in the middle. It's Odom. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. Pass completion, move the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. There he goes. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. And the Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Grab behind the line. It's Frazier. At the 45 on his way. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly out to the tight end. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Georgia going back to work with another 1st down. Leaves it with the running back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Simpson. He'll take a deep shot here. And the ball was knocked away incomplete, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's sort this one out. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. The Dogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Delay of game. Offense. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Now on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint, things just not going their way in this game. And some
looking deep. He's got it inside the 30. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Odom. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now and make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the 3s. We need 6s.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Using his legs, it's Frazier. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Simpson. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And it's been a long day for this offense. If you can't protect your quarterback, it's hard to be successful. That's the 5th sack they have given up. The offensive coordinator has no answers, and this defense has been flying around.
No good. They missed an opportunity to cut this deficit in half, still down by 6.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. Going to the ground. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
They're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Moving out of the pocket. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. That's it for the period, and Missouri has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Handoff to the single back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. They go to the ground. Gets it past the marker. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. And the Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Hendricks. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And it slips just inside that right upright. They're now up 9-0.
That's a big drive for this offense in the 4th quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. The sure hands, it's Taylor. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football.
The quarterback doesn't throw it away. Instead, the defense forces a loss.
Now, I tell you what, you got to love the way this defense attacks downhill. I mean, they see QB run, they pull the trigger. They're not waiting. There's not a lot of guys standing around watching, playing so fast, stringing that thing out, nowhere to go with the football. He can't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Georgia comes quickly to the line.
And, man, this offense needed that. They've got to get it going. That clock is ticking. They've got 0 points on the game.
Breaks into the open. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to throw. It's Simpson. Working that left side now. At the 20, he's got space. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. And just when you thought they were finished, and they wouldn't finish the whole game, finally a play to give some hope.
And so they got to make this count, and they got to put some points on the board and pay this one off. It's been tough sledding for this offense all game long, but maybe, just maybe, that play will wake them up.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Snagged out of the air. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up 3rd down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. The Bulldogs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved in. He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Late in the game, and the confidence is building if only there's enough time to finish.
Time is ticking, but, man, you gave yourself a chance now. Now the defense, go out, do your job. We got the moment. If you give me the ball back, I'm going to win. Let's go, defense.
Guess that's one way to ensure there's no return as the kickoff goes out of bounds. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. The right back to the well. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And that was the biggest play of the game. They've got the lead offensively. They're trying to run this thing out. He coughs it up. The defense jumps on it. And all of a sudden, this game has a different feel.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. And the Dogs can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They'll leave it with him. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Turning it on!
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. And the Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The give out of the gun. Oh, he got loose. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
And, guys, a perfect opportunity here to take the lead late. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Man, I love this offense, being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. The Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds. The Dogs are off the leash and coming after him on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. He's going to take off. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it.
There was just nowhere to go with the football for the quarterback throwing it. So he tried to create, he tried to extend the play with his legs, just not able to get away from the defense, and now we have fourth down.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the right. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a first down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth quarter lead. Wants to pass. Wide out trying to get it in. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. The offense will quickly use a timeout. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Second down, he'll throw it. Rushes on him. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This defense has been lights out, stubborn on the doorstep. Can the offense find the end zone? Looking downfield, it's Horn. Bringing the heat. And his first pass is incomplete.
And if you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this drive, but you've got a possession lead. You just need one more stop after that last incompletion setting up fourth down. Do you blitz? Do you try to...
Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. Touchdown, Missouri! They move on top here in the fourth.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small, but the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. And with that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
Up by 1, they're going to try to get the deuce here and make it a field goal lead. Looking to throw. There's the pressure. He's got it in the end zone. You had to go for 2 there, and they make it pay off. They're up by 3. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Now in the waning seconds, Jesse, you've put yourself in position to pull this one out.
And there's a chance this may come down to the kicker, guys. So
and he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here.
Aggressive versus reckless. It's such a fine line when you're trailing and you need to make plays late in the game. The offense was reckless, turned the football over, and this one doesn't look great.
Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. You sort of think that over the years you get immune to these types